Australia's oldest scientist Professor David Goodall has ended his life at a Swiss clinic. The esteemed botanist and ecologist died in the presence of family members at 12:30 p.m. today, 8:30 p.m. East. Beethoven's Ninth Symphony was played during the 104-year-old's final moments. Staff at the clinic told reporters that the academic has gone in peace. Professor David Goodall at his final press conference in Basel. Professor Goodall traveled to Switzerland to end his life, where euthanasia is legal. As his family filled out forms ahead of today's procedure, Professor Goodall asked, "What are we waiting for?" According to Sky News. Police and coronial officials will now visit the Swiss clinic to ensure that the assisted suicide was carried out correctly. Professor Goodall flew from his home in Western Australia, where his daughter, son and grandchildren also live, to France last week to see relatives before arriving in Switzerland. He was accompanied by Dr. Philip Nitschke, founder of Australian Right to Die Group Exit International, and Swiss Clinic Life Circle's lawyer Moritz Gall. Earlier, Australia's oldest scientist sings Ode to Joy cheerily on eve of suicide. The scientist said he hoped his story would inspire change in Australia. Professor Goodall was an esteemed botanist and ecologist. Professor Goodall was cleared by 2 Swiss doctors, including a psychiatrist who said he was of sound mind, to proceed with the Swiss option. At a final press conference in the Swiss city of Basel yesterday, Professor Goodall said he hoped his story will help countries like Australia change their laws to be more accepting of assisted suicide. At my age, or less than my age, one wants to be free to choose the death when the death is at an appropriate time, Professor Goodall said. My abilities have been in decline over the past year or two, my eyesight over the past 6 years. I no longer want to continue life. Professor David Goodall says one last farewell to his grandson before boarding the flight to Europe. 9 News Professor Goodall, who did not believe in the afterlife and had been a member of Exit International for 20 years, said he tried clumsily to take his life at least 3 times before deciding to get professional help. I certainly hope my story will increase the pressure for people to have more a liberal view on the subject of voluntary euthanasia, he said. I think there probably will be a step in the right direction. Victoria was the first state to pass a euthanasia bill last November, but it doesn't become legal until the middle of 2019. Readers seeking support and information about suicide prevention can contact Lifeline on 13 11 14. Suicide callback service 1300 659 467. Copyright 9 Digital Proprietary Limited 2018.